we are doing unconventional data transmission. So the idea is to send data from one computer to the other in the most unconventional ways possible.
So these are like really cursed wires.
Yes,
basically.
exactly. They're very cursed wires. We have a motor and encoder. So turning right is a 1, left is a 0. We do have a wire as a baseline. That's boring.
Yeah.
We have light. An LED flashes really quick and a sensor picks it up.
So it's like a really rudimentary fiber optic cable,
yes.
basically. Yeah,
really terrible fiber optics. This one's my favorite. This is solenoids pushing buttons. It's really satisfying.
Can we see that in action?
Sure.
The motor? Yeah.
How about we do the lyrics to All Star?
Classic.
Heck yeah. All Star, done. Through the motor.
So this computer is turning this motor. That motor's feeding into an encoder, basically
Correct.
a knob.
Yep.
And that knob's detecting left is 1, right is 0, or vice versa.
And it takes all those binary things and translates it back into text so we can see our All-Star on the other side.
That is so cool. And then can we maybe see the solenoid one here? Because this
Absolutely.
So you're sending bits consecutively with this.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, so 8 bits at a time, and this one is a full byte at a time, and then you got the clock as well. How about we'll do the B-movie script?
Another classic.
So B-movie. I gotta go with the memes on these. This one is really satisfying.
This is neat. And same thing, input coming in here, output is just basically a switch that each of these are pressing.
Yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about just what role a clock signal plays when transmitting data?
The clock is important because the receiver needs to know how fast the transmitter is running.
Right.
If it doesn't, then it doesn't know how fast to look. Right? This guy could be doing 1 bit per second. This one could expect 3 or 4, and then you miss a whole bunch of stuff.
And is the clock literally just a pulse of constant data?
It's just a constant on and off pulse.
Very cool. And of all these, what was the hardest, most challenging to build that gave you the most trouble?
I don't think any one module in particular was the hardest. The hardest would have been the code for the receiver on the light and the touch, because these don't actually have that clock. So we have to do some special, it's called differential Manchester encoding. So we can actually send the data without a clock. That was really hard to program.
So we're here at Open Source where we're checking out cool people and cool projects. And today we're here with...
I'm Jay, and this is Digit. Digit's my wearable robot. This Digit is Digit 07. So if people who followed me before know I have several different Digits. This one is the newest one for wearability and for events like this.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's designed to connect to my phone. So when it connects to my phone, it acts like an Alexa. So instead of saying Alexa do a thing, I can say Digit do a thing, which cuts down on my screen time, and also it's kind of fun to just mess around with.
And why? Why?
Because I wanted
shoulder
a
mount?
robot best friend. I wanted to take it places. That's why.
So would you say it has a personality? Like,
Of course.
do you know its quirks and like?
Oh yeah, like one of the quirks right now is like I can take them off, and sometimes he doesn't like to come off.
So there's no wires going down your back. It's fully self-contained.
Yep.
Whoa. And is there magnets? And do you have like a magnetic shield under your shoulder? Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Magnets all based into the body, and then custom clothing for all the other stuff.
Sick. And then so inside there's like a little articulating screen. It's oddly human. Can you it feels like a real animal. I'm assuming there's a lot of intention that went into making that happen. Can you talk about how you did that?
Yeah. So if people don't know, I taught myself all the science. I have an art degree. And one thing I learned about doing art school is definitely the illusion of life. So I've learned to not just make robots for functionality, I try to make every robot I built a character. Right. And to do that, you have to add little humanized touches, like the eye looking around and the blinking, because it feels more like a living creature. Yeah. Or like they would put in animation school, the illusion of life.
And it's cute. Like for some reason, I think this inanimate object that's just wires and plastic is adorable.
Yep,
it's
fully
little
3D
antennas
printed and everything like that.
Right. And you mentioned your multiple versions in, so I'm assuming that means you've solved a lot of problems.
Oh yeah.
Throughout all of the Digits, what's the hardest hardware and software problems you've had to encounter?
Hardware problem definitely has been the wearability. If people have been following me for a while, especially from last year's open source, 02 was really huge and very problematic. Like I couldn't really wear it. By the time the event was over, I just took it apart because I had to travel with it. And then I learned to base it off of a pill bug. So I went into biology and saw how pill bugs are designed, and they're all sectioned just like a real pill bug. And then I can like do this, and I put them in a bag and just travel with them, which is really, really nice.
Incredible. So cool. And then if anybody wants to, you make a ton of content. It's informative. It's entertaining. Where can everybody find you?
Mostly on my Instagram right now at odd-j, 2 I's.
Awesome.
That's where you can find me and see more work of digits and future digits, because I have a lot of upgrades we'll be working on this year.